Welcome to the Waveline Safety Training video. My name is Josh and I'll be instructing you on how to safely operate rental equipment at Waveline. If you have any questions, please ask any Waveline staff member before departing. Your rental time doesn't begin until you leave the marina, so relax and pay attention to this video. Violating any of the rules outlined in this video can result in loss of your deposit. On board your watercraft, you will need to bring your temporary boating license if you don't already have a boating license. You filled this out earlier at the gazebo, and you will need to have it on the watercraft in case you are pulled over by the OPP. Both the driver and passengers on jet skis must wear a life jacket, so you can grab one from the rack, put it on, make sure it fits, and do it up properly before departing. If you are on a boat, you don't need to wear a life jacket, but you will need to find the life jackets before you depart. On a pontoon boat, they're either back with the motor in the back compartment or under the seats. Please locate them before departing. Under the front compartment in the jet skis, you will have your safety kit. This contains a rope, a whistle, a flashlight, and the orange bucket itself serves as a bailing bucket. On boats, underneath the seats, you also have the same orange safety kit. You also have a fire extinguisher, an anchor, and a paddle. On board, you also have a flare gun, which can be used in times of distress and can be shot into the sky as shown. On board, you also have the watercraft ownership. To operate the pontoon boats, you turn your key, which is on your left, to start it. Middle position on the throttle is neutral, and pulling it back like that is reverse. Back to neutral, and then forward makes the boat move forward. The further you press it, the faster it will go. In the channel, you keep it nice and slow. The button you see there is the trim tab, which is the tilt of the motor. Keep it down at all times unless you're going into shallow water. If you run the motor with it tilted up and out of the water, you will overheat the engine and you will lose your deposit. And lastly, to steer the boat, simply turn the wheel left or right. Once you get assigned a jet ski, you can attach the red key to your life jacket. When you fall off, the key will come with you, shutting the jet ski off. If your phone is splash resistant, it can go in the center compartment and be used for emergency communication in case you have issues on the water. It will stay reasonably dry as long as you do not flip the watercraft. When waiting for a staff member to assist you with departure, you may read the warning sticker underneath the handlebars about safety information with this watercraft. Staff will start the stopwatch located on each jet ski so you can keep track of how long you've been on the water for. The controls on the jet skis are as follows. Press and hold the green button to start the jet ski. The red button, press and hold to stop the jet ski. This will turn it off. On your right, you have the throttle. Do not apply any throttle within the marina, idle only. But when you're out in open water, you can press and hold that. The further you hold it, the faster it will go. And on your left, some jet skis have the brake reverse option. You can press and hold that to go in reverse. To start the jet ski, wait until staff pushes you out into deeper water. Press and hold the green button to start it, and idle slowly out of the channel. Do not operate the watercraft in shallow water or you will lose your deposit, and do not speed in the channel any faster than idle or you will also lose your deposit. If you decide to stop at the beach, make sure the jet ski is off in shallow water. And to start it up, make sure you walk it out into waist deep water, then jump on the jet ski, attach your key, and fire it up in deep water. When exiting the marina, you can stay on the left of the green floating buoys that you see. Stay out of the way of other big boats, yield to them, and make sure you stay slow in the channel. Once you get past the red markers at the end of the pier, you can then go fast in the open lake as long as you are aware of your surroundings. When operating the watercraft, stay in deep water. The impeller will suck up rocks and sand when you're in shallow water if the jet ski is running. If this happens, you will lose your entire deposit. If you decide to go to the beach, power the jet ski off and push it in by hand into shallow water. When making turns with the watercraft, you must apply throttle. If you're not applying throttle and the watercraft is coasting, it will not work like a car and turn the direction of the jet ski. You must be applying throttle to make a turn. Stay aware of weeds floating in the water, both in the marina and out in the lake. If you run over weeds, you must power off the jet ski, jump in the water, and pull the weeds out. The intake grate is under the watercraft, under the back seat. You will have to reach very far under to feel the grate and pull any weeds out that you feel. You will know when you run over weeds because the watercraft will act sluggish, it may smoke, and it may shake a little bit more than normal. Here we have the bottom view of a watercraft sitting on land that has weeds in the intake grate. If you choose to continue operating the jet ski when it's in this condition, it will overheat and you will lose your deposit because it will damage the watercraft. So to remove the weeds, you simply reach under and you pull them out just like that. There's nothing that's going to catch your hand. You just have to remove the weeds like that so it's nice and clean. If you're on a boat with a propeller, like the pontoon shown, and you have weeds, you simply put the boat into reverse, and that will take the weeds off. Stay 100 meters from shore and 100 meters from each other. If you operate your jet skis close together in shallow water like these pictured, you will lose your deposit. When returning to the marina, remember to slow down before entering the marina, stay clear of other boats, and do not create a wake. If you create a wake behind your watercraft, it will be a $100 at minimum fine. Both when you're departing and returning, stay within the floating buoys and the pier. This is a designated area or channel for rental equipment. When returning, slowly approach the shoreline. Do not aim at other jet skis, and make sure you're tapping forward and back into reverse to keep the jet ski going at a minimum speed so you don't damage equipment or hurt anyone else standing in the area. When you get within 10 feet of the shoreline, go ahead and just turn the jet ski off and it will drift into shore. If you are aggressive when operating the jet ski, it may get tippy. If you feel it is tipping, jump off the jet ski and do not try to hang on to it. If you hang on to it and it rolls over, you have 10 to 30 seconds to roll over before the water enters the engine. If it does enter the engine, you lose your entire deposit. We have to come out and rescue you if it's upside down and tow it in. And then we also have to spend several days to repair it because modern combustion engines cannot operate with water in their cylinders. In 2021, Waveline introduced the Jet Ski Buddy System. The Jet Ski Buddy System ensures that riders do not go within 20 meters of one another. If you get within 20 meters of another jet ski, your jet ski will go slow and it will not accelerate. Additionally, it also enforces a GPS invisible fence. This geofence ensures that all riders must be at least 100 meters away from shore. The other side of the fence is limited at 1 kilometer away from shore. When you depart the rental site, you may turn left and head north. This will take you closer to the public beach. Once you pass the public beach, Turkey Point will end, and there will be a series of trees and sand dunes. The next town is Normandale. Normandale is the far side of the fence. If you go past Normandale, again, the jet ski will go into limp mode and you will not be able to accelerate. So to go fast again, turn around and enter the zone again and stay within the fenced area. On your screen, you can see the mapped area. We also recommend riders to open up their Maps app on their phone and look where they are and identify where they're allowed to go. If you do not have a phone or access to a Maps app, notify a Waveline employee and they will direct you. This concludes the Waveline safety training video. If you have any questions, please ask staff members before departing, and please be safe. Once you have watched the entire video, you may now proceed to your watercraft.